going on?
Little Oscar Claus.
Hey.
What's going on, Oscar? Merry Christmas, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. Thank you.
Oscar, what's your favorite Christmas memory as a kid? The best gift you ever got?
The best gift, probably. We had asked for a green machine, little three-wheeler, and we got it after several years, actually. So, yeah, of my parents saving up money and for years, and so it's always nice to. It's always nice to give away things, you know.
You do a lot of that, Oscar. Why is that something that's important to you?
Well, it's just that I know how it is. I know how we grow up, and you know, being in East LA, and you know, it's difficult for kids to sometimes realize, wow, maybe my parents can't really afford what we want, or it's really, you know, tough times or anything like that, right? So you try to facilitate whatever you can by just giving.
Kids don't forget their favorite toy in Christmas either. It's like a long-lasting memory.
Right, exactly, exactly. And I mean, experiences like this, kids are never gonna forget. Even though if kids don't even know who I am or whatever, it doesn't matter. What matters is that we're giving away.
Oscar, how do you do stuff like this and not end up crying, bro? I just watching all these little kids, man, walking over here getting these toys. The looks on their faces, man, when they're standing in line. How do you keep dry eyes doing this, man?
You know, I've done it for so many years that it always feels like the first time. Every time I do it, and you just want to be happy. You want to be happy, and you want to make kids happy, and you want just, you know, these moments to be very special. And yes, it does make me cry, but I'm gonna hold it up, you know, today and just be with a big old smile. So.
And you have Holly by your side this one. It's something special even more. Remember, you guys can create, right, Holly?
Yeah, it's always special, especially do it together. So yeah, so excited, yeah. You do stand up?
Oh, you're gonna do stand up?
Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV here with the one and only Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar, the 20th year anniversary of a toy giveaway that you're having, man, at your own elementary school. You went here, is that correct?
Yeah, this is where I came here many years ago, and it's nice to be back. I mean, I come back all the time, but it's really nice to be here, especially in these times, you know, where kids supposed to be happy, where kids supposed to get gifts and see Santa. So it's really nice to be back in my neighborhood and see all these smiles in the kids' face.
Definitely really generous of you. A lot of the fans here today just definitely excited to be around you and spend time with you, Oscar. If I can, I'd like to touch on some items in boxing that are going on these days.
Okay.
Namely, the first one that's on a lot of people's minds and tongues, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia. Is there actually a contract signed between the two?
Yeah, the terms have been agreed upon. So it's a matter of getting down to the details of everything and signing contracts. But I expect this fight to happen in April. It's going to be the biggest fight of the year against Ryan and Tank, and I strongly feel that you know, I have to give it up to the fighters, Ryan and Tank, because they stepped up. They stepped up and they did something that nobody else is doing in boxing, and that's fighting each other at the peak of their careers, which is pretty cool.
Definitely, with Tank Davis having his own legal situations kind of look like they're coming to a head here in February. He's going to be having a trial. Considering the fact, if he is, say, given like a light jail term or anything, will that make, and he being Tank Davis, will that make for the fight to happen sooner? Is that what we'll be looking for? Early next year?
Yeah, no, the date is already set for April. That's what we're gunning for. So I'm not sure exactly what legal problems Tank Davis is facing or he's going through, but we do know that April is the date that we chose to make this fight happen.
Ryan Garcia, Instagram yesterday kind of broke his own news saying he didn't want to have a tune-up fight, that he's just going to wait and go straight into Tank Davis. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, my thoughts as a fighter, first of all, if it was up to me, I would have taken that. I would have taken that tune-up fight. It would have been, you know, wise for him to keep his tools sharp, just the way Tank Davis is, right? But look, it is what it is. I mean, I believe Ryan, he wants to go straight to the Tank Davis fight. More power to him. I think that it shows you that Ryan Garcia wants Tank Davis and only Tank Davis, no tune-up fight. So it's pretty. I mean, you have to give it up to him. It's pretty, I guess, ballsy, right?
Tank's the favorite for a lot of people, a lot of boxing pundits out there, fans alike, saying that Tank's the favorite and that they think he's going to win by KO. Why is that not the case in your mind? Why don't you think that Tank will win by a knockout? Why is that not a realistic notion for you?
Well, it's always a realistic notion when you have two fighters in the ring. Anybody can knock each other out. That's always given. Any punch especially between Tank and Ryan, if one lands, somebody's going out. That can always take place. But I just feel that Ryan and Tank are obviously two elite athletes who are going to be in the peak of their careers, in their you know, physical. They're going to be in great shape. They're gonna take each other's punches. I truly feel it's going to be one for the ages. I think that this fight is going to be one of the best, most action-packed fights that we've seen in a long time.
What about Ryan Garcia makes him the most competitive fight for Tank Davis?
Styles. That's all. It's all styles.
Is it speed versus speed?
I think it's
present that Tank hasn't seen.
Yeah, the sneaky speed and power that Ryan possesses, and just the fact that he fights tall. You know, if you take a look at Tank's fights, everybody who fights him fights small and always tries to look for the knockout. I think Ryan Garcia, the fact that he's a fighter who fights on his back foot and who fights tall, it has to be an advantage for Ryan Garcia. So, but Tank Davis also has his advantages. So it's to me an even fight.
And lastly, for me, Omaha, Nebraska. Last weekend we saw Bud Crawford, 6th-round KO, David Avanesyan.
Yeah.
What did you think about Bud's performance?
I think he's great. I think he's probably the best all-around fighter out there today. He does it all. He does it great. I love his footwork. I love his movements. The ability he has inside that ring is incredible, like no other. So I think that's why he deserves to be that best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
And with Spence being in another accident, claiming another one of his vehicles, what kind of impetus do you think this puts on that fight being made? Is it now or never?
Well, look, it's one of those fights where you wish you had seen 2 years ago or last year or whatever. Unfortunately, I don't see that fight happening anytime soon. I hope it does happen, and people have their reasons why they don't make fights. But it'll be a hell of a fight if it does get made.
Shit, I always thought you guys sometime now when you fall down why I always gotta choose me professional.
Like I said, unfortunately, bro.
Like it's a buggy.
Right?
Diana, you want to come Happy for the Oh, look over here. Frankie.
You got to see Oscar, huh?
Yeah.
It was awesome, huh?
Say thank you.
What did he get you? Let me see.
See your toy?
What did Oscar get you?
The other way around.
Oscar got you a truck. Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Awesome, man.
Thank you.
they take a picture?
With the boys,
With the boys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Picture. With both of them. Happy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Here you go.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, your kids are so cute.
Thank you so
Those
much.
are so cute. They remind me of my little boys.
Right?
man.
Let's take a picture.
Everyone needs to scoot back. Para atrás 2 pasos, por favor. Ya que se tome la foto, por favor, en la salida.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Por favor, los que ya les tocó, amablemente, que por favor les den oportunidad a los que están esperando. Felices fiestas, gracias.
It's okay, Papa. Can I take a picture really quick?
Okay.
With Violet? Violet, hold your bear up.
Here you go.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Señora, Señora Violet,
Usted pásale para que le tome la
Violet,
foto.
I need my kid. Yes. Thank you.
Little baby crying.
Yeah,
Why
I
you
know.
crying, man?
He's autistic.
Oh,
It's a lot for him.
so excited to see Oscar, huh?
Ya se pueden salir.
Thank you for coming. Happy holidays.